Friday morning and time for our Friday Foodies segment. Every week we talk with local restaurateurs and chefs about their iconic locations, their menus, their signature dishes, and man, this morning, do we have a classic for you. Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse. Been in business in Columbia for 90 years. And we've got in studio with us one of the hardworking people from Ernie's, Erin Rousey. Erin, good morning.
Good morning, Mo. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming out, man. We are. I'm excited to have Ernie's. And honestly, when I started this segment up and started thinking about the iconic local, Columbia restaurants, Ernie's was certainly one of the first names that I wrote down. On Walnut, been there for 90 years. And, you describe Ernie's. What is Ernie's to you, do you think?
Thank you. Well, Ernie's was a place that I had breakfast at every morning in the year 2000 when I moved to Columbia, and I always got the number 11, which is still our most popular dish.
Sausage, scrambled, French toast.
Choice of ham, bacon, sausage, or veggie sausage. Yeah. Choice of French toast, pancakes, and maybe a waffle.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, that's my order, is scrambled sausage, French toast. Yeah, number 11.
I'm making a note for next time I see you there.
That's how I order. Exactly. No, but, and of course, the biscuits and gravy at Ernie's is legendary. One of my favorites in town, really. Got to check out the biscuits and gravy, if they still have it.
Yes, we run out a little early every day, it's a small kitchen, and it's there's only so much room for all the good stuff.
That's how you know that the gravy is not canned. They're not just busting open another can to get your gravy.
Fresh.
That's right. It's delicious that way. Erin Rousey is our guest today. Let's talk a little bit about Ernie's history. Now, 90 years in Columbia. Has it always been at the same location?
It had a shorter stint when it first opened as just a sandwich counter shop. Then it moved to 9th and Walnut, but it has been at 10th and Walnut for most decades.
Okay, and people know it as Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse. It's delicious breakfast at a place where you can get a steak for lunch, which there's not a lot of places in town, really, when you think about it, that'll serve you up a steak at lunch. Has it always just been a lunch, or have they, at one point in time during their history, been open for dinners too?
Yes, when the Pyramid Room was open, that's when they did steak and shrimp, and they had dinner there. That's
when I remember the Pyramid Room. Okay, we remember seeing the signs from that. Now, the Pyramid Room, it didn't burn down or anything like that, but it doesn't exist as a public facility anymore.
No, and I think us waiters are grateful for that because we don't have to go upstairs anymore.
Right. That was a pretty steep staircase as well to get up there. I was in that room one time. I think we had a meeting there about 15 years ago or something like that. But now it's an apartment, the Pyramid Room at Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse. When you walk into Ernie's, you're going to want to look around at the walls because there's a lot of cool stuff out there. Pictures of motorcycles that I guess were the owner's favorite rides back in the day?
Yes. The owner's personality is definitely makes the place very colorful.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the ownership of Ernie's because, 90 years, obviously you've had a couple of people owning the place.
Yeah, in 1996, Tom Sperling and his family purchased it, and they've been running it beautifully ever since.
Always a good time down at Ernie's. And then also when you walk in and look at the walls, you'll see a Dick Tracy cartoon, and I don't know, is this a Chester original? It's up there. It's because we have other restaurants in town that have cartoons that were written about those restaurants. Ernie's is one of them.
Yes, from my understanding, he was visiting his daughter at Stevens College in the 40s. He had breakfast there. She took him first, and then he came back.
Sure he did.
He added the restaurant's chopped cow, which is one of their famous burgers, to an actual cartoon. And then to maybe keep it alive, he made a big poster for them.
And it's on display at Ernie's.
You can see it there. Yeah.
That is an original there. And
yes.
We're talking about something that's 75 years old at this point.
And still recognizable to the kids. They know it.
Have you had any other, celebrity encounters at Ernie's? I know that when bands come in and they come to Studio X, a lot of times they'll ask me, where do we go to eat? And I will mention Ernie's because it's obviously close to the Blue Note and Rose Music Hall and a great place. So have they come in?
Yes. A lot of industry folks do suggest our restaurant. And yes, we do get those bands, and it is really neat to talk to them, see them, and feed them after they entertained Columbia.
Yeah, and they get that flavor of Columbia, and they'll remember it too. It's funny. So I'll run into them out of town in other venues and things like that. I remember a particular encounter with Sonia Dada, where Paris and I were talking about Ernie's and about the great breakfast that he had there. So Ernie's Steakhouse, our feature today on a Friday Foodies. Erin Rousey is our guest today, and we're going to talk with her more in just a little bit. We'll talk about some of the specific menu items, and then also Erin and I are going to talk a little bit about the Mid-America Open Disc Golf Championships happening today. So Friday Foodies continuing now, and Erin Rousey from Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse has been with us all morning long here so we could talk about Ernie's and 90 years. You mentioned the number 11 on the list, but is that everybody's favorite? It seems like, because like I said, when I can't get the biscuits and gravy, that's immediately where I go. But it certainly isn't the only thing on the menu.
No, we have 12 breakfast specials. So the number 11 is probably the most popular, but you can get the KC strip, Boone County ham, chicken breast, vegetarian patties, hamburger patties. There's lots of choices.
See a little Boone County ham. That is some classic Ernie's breakfast right there. Now, can you get a steak in the morning? Or
Of course, yeah. Kansas City strip, 2 eggs, any way you like them, hash browns, and buttered toast.
Okay, and then, of course, you're open for lunch and then shut things down around 2 o'clock. Is that when things all go down?
Yes, and our lunch music is not... Our lunch menu is not to be slept on.
No, let's talk about that a little bit because you've got some specific things. You've got it's the ground cow, or what is it?
Chopped cow.
Chopped cow.
Yes.
Chopped cow.
Comes with barbecue sauce, and we also have an Anderson burger, which is a half pound, and a Tommy burger with ham or bacon on it, which is a third of a pound.
And it's Columbia, so we got the garden burger in there too, right?
Yes, lots of vegetarian options.
There are, yeah. And it's important, at Ernie's as well. Erin Rousey of Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse. Check them out. 90 years in business. And Erin and I actually have another connection. We are both big disc golfers and excited about this year's Mid-America Open.
Yeah, starts today.
Now, when you're not, slinging it at Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse, you're also the owner-operator of Grow and Throw here in town.
1414 Rangeline. We are a disc golf store and garden supply center.
And you can buy discs there and get some advice, and you guys have a net there and everything. If you're a disc golfer and you haven't been to Grow and Throw yet, they're at Rangeline and 70. Make sure that you take advantage of that. And then the Mid-America Open Disc Golf Championship is all this weekend at Oakland Park, and then out at Strawn Park, Harmony Bends, the disc golf course there. We've got pros in from all over the country, a slew of amateur players here as well, a lot of disc golfers and their families around town. And where are you going to be today?
I'm going to be caddying for Patrick at Harmony Bends.
It'll be a great day out there. Bring your lunch. A hike through Harmony Bends.
Definitely.
Got to have some water for that. All right, very good. Looking forward to it. And looking forward to my next visit to Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse. I'll probably be ordering the biscuits and gravy, Erin, so be ready.
See you then.
All right. Friday Foodies.